I reckon I should introduce myself. Name's John, and this is my story. You see, this was a time when folks were trying to figure out what freedom really meant. For some of us, it was a blessing. For others, well, it was mighty unsettling. We were all just trying to find our place in this new world. Your kind of goodness is rare these days, boy. Don't let this world change you. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I didn't rightly know what he meant then, but I was about to find out. I tried to do right by everyone. Didn't matter if they were black or white, but some folks, they just couldn't abide that.
Thank you, mister.
You're welcome, little one. You be careful now. Little did I know helping that little girl would change everything. That there's Tom, good man, hard worker, and that's his family. They didn't know me then, but, well, you'll see.
Tom.
Daddy!
And just like that, everything changed. For all of us.
Poor Tom. With that leg, he'll lose the farm for sure.
Shame. Good man, Tom, but that's life, ain't it?
I reckon that's when I knew I had to do something. But Lord knows it weren't gonna be easy. Know your place, boy.
You're one of the good ones, John.
Don't let this world change you.
Lord, give me strength. Ma'am, I was hoping to speak with your husband.
Of course. Come in.
What can I do for you?
It's what I can do for you, Mr. Tom. I heard about your accident. I'd like to help with your farm.
Why would you do that?
Because it's right. And because if I was in your shoes, I'd hope someone would do the same for me.
All right, but I can't pay you much.
We'll figure something out. It felt good, you know? Like I was doing what the Lord meant for me to do, but not everyone saw it that way. Ain't right, a black man running a white man's farm.
Will you tell me a story?
Well, let's see. I reckon I should have seen it coming. The way folks started looking at me different, like I was a stranger in my own town. It was like the whole town changed overnight. The air felt heavy like before a storm, but I couldn't stop now. I had to keep going for Tom's sake, and for my own. I could feel their eyes on me, hear their whispers carried on the wind, but I kept my head down and worked, praying the Lord would see me through.
John, people are talking, saying terrible things. I'm scared for you.
I know, Miss Emily. But we can't let fear stop us from doing what's right. That's what the good book teaches us.
He's taken advantage of Tom's misfortune, stealing his livelihood.
I heard he's been alone with Tom's wife. Who knows what he's done?
The lies spread like wildfire, feeding on folks' fears, and there wasn't nothing I could do to stop them. Lord, give me strength.
Keep an eye on that one. Something ain't right. We can't let his kind get too comfortable. Yes, sir. We'll take care of it. John, I've been hearing things. I don't want to believe them, but...
Mr. Tom, I swear to you on my mama's grave, it's all lies. I've only ever wanted to help.
I believe you, John, but maybe it's best if you don't come around for a while, for your own safety.
That's when I knew this was how it was going to end. All my good intentions, all my faith, it wasn't enough.
John, you're under arrest for theft and other crimes.
Sheriff, you know this ain't right. You know me.
Just come quietly, John. Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
And just like that, everything I'd worked for, everything I believed in, it all came crumbling down. But even then, I knew this was all part of something bigger, something I couldn't yet understand. I reckon this is where my story comes to an end, but maybe, just maybe, it's where something bigger begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man before you is not what he seems. He's a thief, a liar, and a threat to our way of life.
It was like they were talking about someone else, someone I didn't even know.
My client is a man of integrity, who only sought to help a neighbor in need. Is this how we repay kindness in our community?
But I knew it didn't matter what he said. Their minds were made up long before we stepped into that courtroom.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. We find the defendant guilty on all charges.
Your Honor, if I may...
Go ahead.
I stand before you, not as a guilty man, but as a man who believes in the goodness of people, even now. And just like that, it was over. But somehow, I felt at peace.
John, I'm so sorry. I tried to tell them.
It's all right, Mr. Tom. This is part of something bigger than you or me.
But it's not right. It's not fair.
Life rarely is, Mr. Tom, but we keep on living it, best we can. In that moment, I understood. All my life, leading up to this, it had a purpose. You take care of your family, Mr. Tom. And remember, love is stronger than hate, always.
Any last words?
To anyone who's part of the rumors and deceit that brought me here, I want you to know this. When you come to feel ashamed for what you've done, I forgive you.
John, we'll tell your story. We'll make this right.
Don't go, Mr. John!
It's all right, little one. Everything's gonna be all right. And in those last moments, I felt free, truly free. You see, sometimes it takes a great darkness to show us the light, and sometimes it takes one man's sacrifice to change the hearts of many.